Weekly stock market update, and it's another phenomenal one. Let's deep dive straight into it, people. Okay, do things look overvalued? Well, this is share prices relative to their profits. Red is bad. It means their share prices are a high multiple for each dollar they earn. However, what it doesn't factor in is the rate at which those profits will grow, and therefore the share price might actually not be as bad as it looks. And that would certainly be the case for a Microsoft or an Apple or an Alphabet or a Meta or even an Amazon and potentially a Tesla. So don't be too worried about those numbers. But in other sectors, well, maybe it is a bit overpriced. Now, let's jump into how the market's been performing. This is a little bit worrying. Normally people say, oh, it's great, there's a broader market rally. Those people are a little bit stupid because what's happening now is everything's going up. Well, it surely can't be the case that everything is wonderful, which it clearly isn't, and all companies are delightfully well priced, which they clearly are not. That could be worrying, that everything's rising, because it's removing quality from just quantity. Or as Warren Buffett once put it, when the tide goes out, you see who's been swimming without any shorts. Okay. Price earnings growth ratio is another measure of valuation. Red is bad, and again that allows for earnings growth, and so it is somewhat worrying, and it's good. We should be a little bit cautious. We shouldn't be just diving in like mad casino gamblers. Where are we in terms of performance? NASDAQ 36% up, you lucky people, because most of the stocks that I talk about on my Great Investments program are NASDAQ stocks. If you did have a mixture with S&P 500, you're up 14%. You might be somewhere between those two. If you had some of the double leverage stuff, then you'll be closer to 36, 40%, and we're only halfway through the year. If you don't listen to me and you're in UK companies and you haven't been listening to my or reading my Financial Times columns from back in the day and my books, then you're up 6%. Well, it's why Americans are richer than Brits, I'm afraid to say. S&P 500, how does that beauty look? I thought it was going to be a down week, as you know, and I said it last week, but it wasn't, which is good for my investments. It's good to be wrong sometimes because it means that, well, you made more money. So that's what I'm still expecting. I'm still expecting it to be a down week at some point, though July tends to be an up month, certainly in the recent past. So what do we get? I'm looking for the weekly stochastic to push things lower. The MACD, which somebody asked me, what does it mean? Moving average convergence divergence. It's a measure of momentum. You know, these prices moving. It basically is the price making higher lows and higher highs. Okay, and there's different ways of measuring these things. And the monthly one should be pushing higher. That's really bullish. It's all good news. Does that mean it can't fall? Yes. Would I panic? No, because we still see the longer term being upwards. So that just gives me a bit of a viewpoint that, hey, don't panic if prices fall in the short term. FTSE 100, well, as I've said before, I expect that to continue lower, and it's overpriced. And I've been saying it for months. If you looked at my YouTube channel or my Telegram, and the links are alpeshpatel.com/links to find those. Where's Apple? Great. Still in the right direction. Could it pull back? Yes, but as I've already said, I wouldn't be worried because I'd expect it to do this. Would I buy more now? Yes, I would buy more now for a variety of reasons, not just because all the analysts like it, but because I've already said where we see the momentum, where we see the direction, and we've already looked at this based on value, growth, income, cash flow, as I do all my stocks. So we look at the balance sheet, the profit and loss, as well as the cash flow statements, and it's positive on all of those. Plus, it's got momentum and direction. I mean, what more do you want? A guarantee? If you want a guarantee, put your money in a bank account. This is what the analysts think for all of these, as I'm going to show you. The average price that the analysts think it'll reach is that. This is the current price. That's what the highest analyst forecast is. And this is the return potential if the average analyst is correct. That's where we are with it. Okay? I don't care what the analysts think, but I'm just showing you out of interest. Alphabet, well, everybody likes it, and it's similar to the other stocks. That's what's going to happen. Short term might do this. So short term, as this is done, and Apple might follow suit, Microsoft might follow suit, but I think it will then do this and by year end hit an all-time high. Okay, so I'm happy holding it for now. Opinions might change, which is why I do a weekly and midweek update on YouTube and on here. Microsoft is there. If it falls further, it'll probably only be still in an upward trend, and therefore I'm not worried. Would I buy more today? Hell yes, I would. In fact, maybe I should. After this, I'll look at, we're at US Open. I will have a look at increasing my position in that. That's what the analysts think. The analyst is correct. This AI thing is being hugely underestimated. Okay, underestimated. Okay, that's where we are, right? It's not like NFTs and Web3, which is complete BS. Okay, it is, the AI stuff is real. It's actually bloody useful. There we go. And that's what I think is going to happen with that direction. Would I buy more today? I would. I'd do 2 times leverage today. Disney was one of mine, which hasn't done anything yet. But look, when that's flat and that's flat and that's flat, has that happened before, Alpesh? Yeah, it's happened in the past. And then the market shot up anyway. And I'll show you that with Warner Brothers in a second. If the average analyst is correct, that's got 32% to the upside. Nvidia's on the other end. It's gone all the way up. It's got overbought on the MACD, overbought, and therefore the only direction is down on the stochastics. So if you're risk averse, you'd sell maybe 10%, depending on how risk averse you are. If you're very risk averse, you'd sell all of it. If you're risk loving, you'd keep the position as it is. Personally, I might want to sell 20% if it drops. If it drops 10%, I'll probably sell 20% of the company. If it drops another 10% after that, so it drops 20%, I'll probably sell all of it and then look to get back in at some other point, because I've made since January, so we picked it there, as you know, from my Telegram and YouTube channel, we've made over 100 and whatever % on that. Did I know that was going to happen? Well, obviously not, because if I did, I would have just said to you, just buy one company, Nvidia, nothing else. So obviously I didn't know that, and I certainly didn't in January know about AI. I wasn't that clever to know about it. It's just that the numbers in the accounts look great. Return potential, still analysts think more to go to the upside. Tesla may well do this before doing that, because as I've said, for reasons already given, I refer you to my prior answers, that it will probably do that. So pretty happy with it, not really worried. Meta, well, again, it's given us over 100% return, obviously, and then the upside's more limited. So if you're risk averse, you might start selling some. But if you're risk neutral, you still hold and wait and listen to my weekly updates and daily up. Still got a lot more to go. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Still got a hell of a lot more to go. So let's get on with it, okay? Chipotle going sideways. If you're risk averse, you'd now start selling. If you're risk loving, risk neutral, you'll just continue waiting with that one, because it's giving you a great return. ServiceNow, do I still like it? Yes. Would I buy more today? Yes, because I think that's the direction, even though there might be some short-term falls. Like it a lot, baby. Okay, that's where the price is. That's what the highest analyst thinks. So still a lot to go. Have a look at alpeshpatel.com/links. Have a look at my campaignforamillion.com, particularly if you are a pensioner or wondering why your pension's only up 6% and mine's up 40%. Well, I've shown you why. And have a look at my YouTube channel and all the rest at alpeshpatel.com/links or campaignforamillion.com. Thank you all very much. Leave reviews, leave hugs. Could really do with some of those. Okay, thank you.